talking about Heraclius of Byzantine, Mokaukis of Egypt, Khosrows of Persian, and others, out of which Khosrows rejected and tore the letter of the prophet, and he was cursed for doing that. 3 others, including Negus of Abyssinia, accepted Islam and even sent gifts to the prophet. Letters was the correspondence between the Sokoto Empire and Borno Empire during the war and after the war, and it ended the war. It was letters. Letters, when it comes from important personality, we respect letters so much. I remember one of our fathers, Justice Mustafa Kabi, you know him, the first ICPC chairman, when he was having marriage of his daughter, early 2000, a letter was sent by the president and he read it in the occasion of the wedding to show the importance of the letter that has come from the president of the country. My dear audience, can we all imagine how disrespectful it is to ignore the only letter that has come from the Almighty Allah to us? Allah had sent some letters earlier, but the last of it is the Quran al-Karim. It is disrespectful, it is an act of ignorance, and it is very risky for any one of us to ignore that letter that has come from the Almighty Allah. I am glad, therefore, to be part of this occasion where the letter of Allah is being respected, is being celebrated, is being given a whole day, and is being given a book, and is being given the prestige of dedicating a book to that letter of the Almighty Allah. The letter, the book that Allah Himself honored by giving it the same names He has given to Himself. Allah is Al-Hakim. He named the book Al-Hakim. Allah is An-Nur. He named the book An-Nur, the wise and the light. Allah named the book other names like Al-Furqan, the criterion, the distinguisher between the truth and the falsehood. Al-Quran. Why will you not honor the Quran? Do you think it's written by mankind? And that is why the title of the lecture given to me is that the Quran is beyond human authorship. If you doubt or you think that the Quran is written by mankind, let me give you 4 points so that you are convinced that Quran is divine. In fact, you don't say that which one comes first between Allah and the Quran. Allah created all things except the Quran. Quran laysa biqalqillah walakinnahu kalamullah. Quran is not created by Allah. Quran is a book that it is even sinful for you to call it creature of Allah and for you to distinguish between it and Allah. You cannot say which one came first. Was it Allah or the Quran? Allah has been Allah, and since then the Quran has been the Quran. It is so honored by Allah Himself. Quran is divine because the presenter of the Quran to us was unlettered. The prophet was unlettered. the prophet could not have written the Quran because he could neither write nor read. بعث في الأميين رسولا منهم يتلو عليهم آياته.
هو الذي بعث في الأميين رسولا منهم يتلو عليهم آياته ويزكيهم ويعلمهم الكتاب والحكمة وإن كانوا من قبل لفي ضلال مبين.
Besides the fact that the Quran was given to somebody that was unlettered, another point for you to know and accept that Quran was divine was that the messenger that brought the Quran to us was Al-Amin. He was trustworthy. He did not lie. He has never lied. He couldn't have lied that Quran was given to him if it was not given to him. You also need to know that the Quran was beyond and is beyond human authorship because Quran fulfilled all its predictions. There was nothing that Quran predicted that would happen and did not happen. Alif Lam Mim, Gulibat Rum, fi adna al-ard, min ba'di galabihim sayaghlibun.
Alif Lam Mim.
The Quran predicted during the lifetime of the prophet that the Roman Empire was conquered by Persian Empire. And Quran said the Roman shall conquer Persia within Bid'i Sinin in Arabic is between 6 and 10. And at the 7th year exactly after the revelation of this verse, Roman Empire conquered the Persian Empire. Fulfillment of prediction. Then the fourth point, out of so many, the fourth is enough. For you to know that Quran was actually divine and not human, was that the language and style of the Quran cannot be emulated by anybody, cannot be managed by anybody. Allah gave challenge to the Arabs that if you don't know that Quran is from Allah, you should gather yourself and produce a like of Quran. Kul lain ijtama'at al-insu wal-jinnu ala an yatu bimithli hadha al-Quran la ya'tuna bi walau kana ba'duhum
ظهيرا.
You are giving him another mic. When I was praying that the mic will not work and Allah accept my prayer and you are giving him another one. Quran was a challenge to the Arabs. They were experts in speaking. They could speak so eloquently. And that's why you have Ashab al-Mu'allaqat. When the Arab man wrote, you go and hang it at the wall of Kaaba with pride that anyone that can write like me should try. But the Quran, none of them could write a like of the Quran. Because they could not write the whole of Quran. They were like, the whole of Quran is too much. Allah said, okay, let me give you a lesser choice. Produce 10 verses of the like of the Surah. They tried. They said, 10 chapters are too much. Can you just say one? Allah said, produce one chapter. A like of one chapter. Kul huwallahu ahad, Allahu samad, lam yalid wa lam yulad, wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. It is only 4 verses surah. Produce something as short as that. They could not. Then Allah said, okay, give us the hadith in misleading. Give us just one statement. The like of the Quran, they could not produce it. Then what else do you need to know and confirm that Quran is beyond human authorship? Therefore, I thank Allah and I congratulate the author of this book and everyone that is here that we are celebrating the book that is unique. The book, the life of which can never be produced by anyone to the end of the world. And that is what we are celebrating. بفضل الله وبرحمته فبذلك فليفرحوا وخير مما يجمعون والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
السلام